So the next thing I want to show is how to try out some software from the store and install it on your computer. And then once you've tried it out, how you can proceed to eventually ordering a license if that's required. So first thing, I've launched PluginInstaller. I'm currently on the accounts window. I need to make sure my account is unlocked, but I actually had clicked the save unlock code, which means my unlock code is saved. So that status is saved actually. So that means the software is unlocked as soon as I launch it. The next step is to go to the store window. So in the store window, you typically find a catalog, and there will be multiple catalogs in the future. So right now it's only the Rorohiko catalog. And then you browse the catalog and find the product you're interested in. So the product I'm interested in here is called TableX, which is an extend script that I wrote. And that can be installed. It remains fully functional. You can optionally purchase a license for $4, and that's just mainly support for the development. It doesn't cover my costs, but it's essentially it shows appreciation and will help a little bit with the development and maintenance. So the installation and software process in PluginInstaller has like 3 steps. So step 1 is you create a bookmark. So if there is a bookmark in PluginInstaller, then you can make the next step, which is to download the software, which downloads the file for the software onto your computer but doesn't install it yet. And then the third step is to actually install it, and depending on the type of add-on you're managing, installing might affect more or less applications. So in the case of TableX, that's an extend script, and when you install it, it will be installed in a very specific version of InDesign, so typically based on language and version. So in this case, I'll show you installing it into InDesign 2025. So all I need to do is click this link in the store window, and that creates the bookmark in the installing and ordering window. So you might have multiple bookmarks here. The bookmarks are essentially quick click entries into the catalog, but nothing of the bookmarks here is necessarily available on the computer. So I have TableX selected, and you can here see the download button is highlighted, is available. So that means the software has not been downloaded yet. So the next step is to actually, from that bookmark, click download, which will make the software available on my computer. So you have to pay attention to the bottom of the screen. So it said download, and now the download is finished. So now it says here you can click to install or uninstall. So now the software is downloaded, not installed yet. So to install it in a particular version of InDesign, PluginInstaller will determine what versions of InDesign you have installed. So in this case, I have 2025, 2024, and I think 2021. So I can pick either version, and so when the script is installed in that version, it will only appear on the scripts panel of that particular version. So if I have multiple languages installed, like I might have a German version of InDesign, then it will also only appear in the German version if I install there. And you can install in multiple targets, but you have to install each of them separately. So I'll pick the 2025 version of InDesign, the American English, and I click install. So now TableX is available on the scripts panel in InDesign 2025. If I don't want it or need it anymore, removing it is just a matter of clicking uninstall. So when I do click uninstall, that's a very quick process because nothing is actually removed but some hooks into InDesign. So you can very quickly install and uninstall. And in the case of this type of application, which is an extend script, you don't even need to restart InDesign. You can uninstall and install while InDesign is running. If you want to completely remove the software, you just click delete, and that will delete the downloaded version. It will uninstall, and it will also remove the bookmark. So you can now use TableX in InDesign as much as you want. I won't do a demo of TableX, but you just go to the scripts panel, and you'll see in the user subsection there is TableX that you can use. And if you think TableX is worth some support, you can actually pay $4 for a license, which is optional. You don't need to do that. You can also add a tip, because $4 is not really covering our costs. It's just a token contribution to the effort. In the case of larger commercial products, you might have a discount code that might give you a certain percentage off. So, but once you're ready to purchase, you fill in these details and then you click purchase. And then that starts the purchase process, which I'll cover in a separate video. See, so but the installing and ordering window, which you can reach in a number of ways. So one of them is like through the Windows menu, or there might be buttons at the top, at the bottom of the windows. So once you end up on this window, installing and essentially downloading and installing happens in this area. The ordering is then later on when you want to actually purchase the product. You look at the bottom part of the window. That's it.